The digital money revolution has been going on for quite some time, even prior to the pandemic, but the pandemic definitely did accelerate it. But we've definitely been watching this unfold in real time. And a lot of these projects, right, in this space are being tapped in behind the scenes while retail continues to sleep on them. And it's crazy because if you are here, if you're doing the research, if you're looking into the documents, if you're reading the PDF documents, you know that some of these projects like Algorand, Hedera, Stellar, Ripple, they are being tapped in large ways behind the scenes. And ultimately, they are the drivers of this digital money revolution. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And also join the free Discord down in the description below. You guys won't regret it. There's over 8,500 plus members in that Discord, and it's only growing every single day. There is unlimited amount of value in there. I'm telling you guys, join it. You won't regret it. Now, with that being said, let's talk about this. Algorand is one of those projects that did hit an all-time low back in 2023, and everyone just continued to avoid it. Today, Algorand is a major gainer in the last 30 days, and it has been waking up in a big way. But also, Algorand has incredible solutions tied to it, but they are also accelerating the digital money revolution. Stablecoins, digital money, and payment solutions on Algorand. These are all of the solutions so far. They have USDC, they have Stasis with their Euro stablecoin. They also have Algo Mint Go USD. Again, this is an algorithmic US dollar, XUSD as well, and then also Quanto's URD. Now, they have a ton of solutions already on Algorand. You also have payment solutions that are on Algorand. When we really look at the Algorand ecosystem, it is very significant. And they are, one of the drivers behind a lot of these major initiatives within the digital money revolution. And, it's not just about stablecoins. Stablecoins are definitely a huge part of the puzzle, but there's also CBDC initiatives that are, underway. But I do want to put a spotlight on Circle with USDC because even if we go over here, we have from Circle's website, experience the power of USDC on Algorand. Now, this launched back in 2020 before the big stablecoin revolution was underway. USDC on Algorand serves as a foundation for fast, low-cost, simple movement of funds across traditional banks, card networks, and digital dollars on the Algorand blockchain. It has scaled quickly with more than 200 million USDC on Algorand in circulation as of September 2021. With partners like crypto broker Floating Point Group already supporting USDC on Algorand, the network is robust and continuing to grow. And yes, if we're really thinking about what's happening, Algorand is a very big piece of the overall puzzle here when it comes to stablecoin adoption, the digital money revolution, but also the overall efficiencies behind Algorand are very, very incredible to see. I mean, listen, when we're comparing it to Hedera, when we're comparing it to Stellar and all these other ones, yeah, it might look a little bit off because, of these other very efficient chains. But guys, a lot of people forget just how efficient Algorand actually is as a blockchain. I mean, Algorand is absolutely killing the game. And, when we really look at what's behind them in terms of tokenization, in terms of the digital money revolution, Algorand must be focused on. It must be focused on, especially with a lot of their partners. They are one of the key players here. But also, if we go over here, right, there was a great Q3 report that got brought out around Algorand. And if we actually look at this, we could see new addresses grew 63% quarter over quarter, 0.8 million to 1.3 million. TVL definitely up a little bit. The stablecoin market, though, on Algorand grew by 34%, driven by a 66% increase in USDC, which now holds 97% of Algorand's stablecoin market. I bring this up because I want to show you guys how, Algorand is a very big driver around the stablecoin market, but also how big it is on Algorand. This entire ecosystem, this network continues to grow in such a big way. The tech behind Algorand is very, very significant, very efficient, and it is a big driver of the utility side of Web3. But also, if we go over here from July 10th of this year, Riksbank finds DLT retail CBDC could have energy usage similar to card payments. Now, the two players that were actually tapped in around this e-krona CBDC, it was Algorand and also Hedera, two extremely efficient players in this space. Again, the reason why is because of the efficiencies behind these two. Now, talking about Hedera, I do want to move over to Hedera. I don't want to waste too much time here. I want to go over all four of these just to kind of show you guys how significant these four actually are. Here we have Stablecoin Studio on Hedera. A lot of people forget that Hedera started this Stablecoin Studio at the perfect time. They knew what was going to happen. They understood how big stablecoins were becoming. I mean, listen, if you go back to the bear market of 2022 with $11 trillion in volume, it's very clear that the stablecoin market is going to continue to grow. But the Stablecoin Studio is on par with regulations, with compliance as well. We actually have here easy to use development kit, but robust administration and compliance configurations. We also have proof of reserve for treasury management as well. And if we scroll down, we could see all of these stablecoins built out on Hedera. Now, even if we go over here to the Web3 ecosystem, we can see those players tapped in. We have Standard Bank here, Shinhan Bank, SCB Tech X, Rivia, and also Joel Bank. And these are the big players already leveraging the Stablecoin Studio. And we can see some of the quotes here from them as well, if you guys did want to quickly, pause and read that. But this does have a ton of features tied to it. And what Hedera is doing right now, they are accelerating the Web3 revolution. And even if we go over here to some of the recent updates, this is from October 30th, Braille integrates the Hedera network for regulated stablecoin issuance. Again, we're starting to see some very big moves being made around stablecoins. They are crucial for, connectivity, for these solutions to actually be realized in. I mean, stablecoins are at the heart of the Web3, overall revolution. And it makes sense. This is digital money. I mean, stablecoins are one of the, big things around digital money and the digital money revolution, but also the UDPN, Universal Digital Payments Network, integrated stablecoins and CBDCs issued on the Hedera network. And a lot of people forget that MTech, going all the way back to May of 2021, we're talking before all of these big discussions started to happen. Back in May of 2021, MTech was working with the U.S. Federal Reserve on the digital dollar project with Hedera. Microsoft was also a partner on that project. This is why I say Hedera must be focused on. They are working with some very big players. And this also goes to show you that Hedera is being supported in a very large way. And it's only a matter of time until we start to see payments and basically everything around finance moving on chain. The UDPN is the world's leading global payments messaging network supporting regulated stablecoins and central bank digital currencies, facilitates seamless interoperability among banks, businesses, and regulated digital currency systems worldwide. Yeah, the UDPN is a very big name. You need to pay attention to them. Now, Stellar. Stellar is a little bit different. Yes, they are supporting CBDCs as well, but mainly they are the driver around stablecoins as well. Because again, they're fully focused on retail. They're more so P2P. When we scroll down, we can see some of the metrics around USDC Circle on Stellar. 4.5 plus million total payments quantity, 3 billion plus total payments volume. Here are some of their innovative payment solutions. Upgrade your payment offerings, expand your user base, deliver low-cost transactions. This is all for the P2P market. They even do mention, MoneyGram. MoneyGram is, if we go over here to MoneyGram's announcement back in 2021, MoneyGram partners with Stellar blockchain for stablecoin payouts. Now, again, MoneyGram is mainly based around the P2P markets. They do have 150 million plus people served in the past 5 years, 80 plus years of operations. 135 plus currencies and numerous cryptocurrencies enabled, 150 plus digitally enabled countries as well, 200 plus countries and territories, and 5 billion plus digital endpoints. They are a very big player, and this is all around the retail space. And even on their about section, they do mention bridging cash and cryptocurrencies, and this is all with the Stellar Development Foundation. Again, this is all to make financial services accessible worldwide. This is why I always say, they're enabling the P2P market in a large way on Stellar. And here are some of those ecosystem players leveraging USDC on Stellar. Now, outside of this, even over here, USDC is not the only stablecoin on the Stellar network. We can come down here to USDC, ERC, GYen, the Australian digital dollar, and then also ZUSD. Now, there's a lot of USD, stablecoins out there. There's not a lot of, yen stablecoins. Yes, there's a lot of euro, stablecoins out there, but, even the Australian digital dollar, I mean, there's a lot of big plays happening here around the stablecoin market. And, a lot of it definitely does tie right back to a lot of these very efficient networks that a lot of people just continue to overlook. But now that they're the top gainers, everyone's looking into them. But you need to be aware of what's happening here. Now, Ripple is also at the forefront of this. I remember this report back in November of 2022. Nobody even looked into this report. Why? FTX. FTX was completely overshadowing everything happening around that time, but Ripple put out a great report called "The Global Stablecoin Race is On," because Ripple was aware of what was happening. They are in discussions with the big banks, the institutions, the giants out there. So they knew that the focus was on stablecoins. Here we have 2022 might well be remembered as the year of the stablecoin. Despite getting off to a rocky start with the implosion of Terra, the global stablecoin sector rebounded to reach a new high of $1 trillion in monthly trading volume in August, and has been on the agendas of the World Economic Forum, the Committee on Payments and Market Infrastructure, and U.S. regulators as they continue to evaluate its role and impact on economic markets. Now, they do mention stasis from Stably. Together with Ripple, they're tapping into the XRP Ledger as a fast, low-cost, and scalable blockchain that offers clear liquidity, reliability, and interoperability advantages for stablecoin issuers in the world of crypto. But as we really look at what's happening here, right, they did mention in this article, again, a lot of people just completely overlook this. That's why the XRP Ledger is the best suited to support stablecoins at scale. Built to support the tokenization of any asset, the XRP Ledger can handle a high volume of transactions that settle in mere seconds and cost only a fraction of a cent. This native token functionality also makes it easy for issuers to create, issue, and manage any asset without the need for a central intermediary. The XRP Ledger's built-in authorized trust lines feature also ensures that stablecoins and other issued tokens can only be held by accounts that the issuer themselves authorizes for an added layer of security. And yes, this is exactly why today, as we actually look at the XRP Ledger and even XRP, we are about to witness the stablecoin revolution in a big way. And this is all through, Ripple pushing the RLUSD stablecoin forward. Here's November of 2024, 2 years later, ushering in the future of crypto payments with stablecoins. Yeah, I mean, listen, this is, a lot of people just look at crypto as, oh, it's crypto. What crypto really is the digital financial economy, essentially. This is the digital financial system, in real time being created, being pushed forward. Yes, it still needs to be regulated. Yes, there still needs to be a lot, more work done, but as we really look at what's happening here, we are starting to see the digital revolution of money happening in real time. Now, they do mention that back in 2022 alone, fiat-backed stablecoins facilitated nearly 7 trillion in transactions. A lot of these figures are actually kind of off. I've heard 7 trillion, I've heard 10 trillion, I've heard 11 trillion. We don't really know how much money back in 2022 was really moved by stablecoins, but we know that the volumes definitely did surge to around roughly almost 10 trillion or so. But as we really look at this, right, what we are seeing from, Ripple when it comes to this is XRP and the XRP Ledger being mentioned heavily. Regardless of what we hear, around this space, around, how the RLUSD stablecoin will be issued out on both the XRP Ledger and Ethereum, the focus is clearly the XRP and the XRPL. I think that the Ethereum, issuance is simply for the EVM compatibility. I think that's just to have more liquidity. And I also think that's for the multi-chain aspect around it. But you can clearly see that the focus here is XRP and the XRPL, and they even do mention how it's complementary to XRP. This is all based around tokenization because that is a big driver of the digital money revolution. But last but not least, we also have going cashless, stablecoin payments 101. And we even have here, talking about how, in 2022, fiat-backed stablecoins transacted 6.87 trillion, eclipsing both MasterCard and PayPal in terms of moving value across networks. Yeah, the stablecoin market is becoming so big that it's impossible to ignore. But as we think about how big the stablecoin market is, expected to grow, if we're thinking about regulations, once we see stablecoins regulated, which they will be, listen, in the US could not be happier to regulate stablecoins. Why? Because almost all of them are tied right back to the US dollar. If we're thinking about that, how big do you think stablecoins are projected to become in, a year, 2 years, 5, 10? They are going to move majority of the money around the world. Stablecoins are. And if you're thinking about that, these underlying networks are going to see an immense amount of volume and value moved over them. And I didn't even mention tokenization, which is going to quickly snowball into a multi-trillion, maybe even possibly at some point in time, 100 trillion plus market. I mean, I'm telling you right now, we are in the middle of history right now. This is money, everything around us changing in real time. And we now know that the RLUSD stablecoin, they're expecting, some delays. They're hoping that they have this launched by year end. I would argue that we're probably going to see RLUSD if, we're talking about the latest, probably launched around January. But they're already in discussions with, regulators are already trying to get this push forward. But, as we really look at what's happening here, it's clear that Ripple with the XRP Ledger and the XRP as a digital asset, Stellar with XLM, Hedera with HBAR, and Algorand with Algo. It's very clear that these are 4 big players around the digital financial economy that are driving this forward, that are, the key players that you definitely need to watch for. And yes, there's other ones, right? You have Quant out there. There's a lot of great players. Chainlink. I could go on and mention a ton of these, XDC as well. There's some great players around here, but these 4 I know have been in discussions with some of the biggest players out there. These are 4 that always comes up in, documents. So focus on these 4, especially if you do want a piece of the digital financial revolution and, some exposure to it as well. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.